Grayson. I am here doing my third inquiry video. For this video I am doing chapter 11 from the Picture Perfect Science lessons K through 5. This lesson is called Do You Know Which Ones Will Grow? The lesson objectives are: by the end of second grade, all students should know all animals need food in order to live and grow. They obtain their food from plants and from other animals. Plants need water and light to live and grow. By the end of second grade, there are many different kinds of living things in the area, and they exist in different places on land and in water. The featured books in this lesson are Do You Know Which Ones Will Grow? By Susan A. Shea, and What's Alive? By Kathleen Widener-Zofeld. The time needed for this lesson is 4 days. Day 1 includes engage and explore phases. Day 2 includes the explain phase. Day 3 is the elaborate phase, and Day 4 is the evaluate stage. So for the engage phase, right before you do the read aloud, students will use the open sort located in the student handout page. So they will sort the different cards any way that they want to without being told any directions, and you will discuss how they sorted them, the different ways, different groups they put them into. And then after the discussion, you will read aloud the Do You Know Which Ones Will Grow book. So for the read aloud, you'll show the cover and ask questions to engage the learners. After reading the book, the students will do a closed sort where you will give them directions to sort the cards into 2 groups, which ones grow and which ones don't grow. And then have a discussion and ask questions like, what kinds of things grow? What else do living things do besides grow? How can you tell if something is alive? In the explore phase, the students will look for something that grows in the classroom. So unless you have plants or maybe a class pet, most likely the only things that will grow are the students themselves. And they'll share. Everybody will share with the class, and then they'll go outside and talk about things that grow outside. For the discussion phase of the explore phase, you'll talk about what do things need to grow, what else do these things have in common, how can you tell if something is alive. And then they'll have the explain phase where you'll do another read aloud, and you'll read the second book, What's Alive? By Kathleen Widener-Zofeld. Think about, so before, or as you read aloud, you'll have the students think about all the ways living things are alike. After page 16 in the book, you'll talk about living things need food, living things need water, they need air, they all grow and they move. After reading page 16, you'll ask the students, do plants eat food the way animals do? How do they get food? Do they move around the way animals do? Then how do they move? And then keep reading the book all the way to the end. After reading the book, you'll have questioning and discussion, and ask questions like, what do we call things that are not living things? What do plants and animals have in common? How are plants and animals different? Things like that. In the elaborate phase, students will go outside again, and you'll need a hula hoop per group of students, and you'll put a hula hoop on the ground, and the students will record what they find, living or non-living. If needed, you can put a few objects that aren't living from the classroom in the hula hoops for students to record. And then we'll come back in and share their findings. As an evaluate stage, the students will create, as a whole group, will create an Is It Alive bulletin board, where they will categorize different pictures if they are alive or if not, and then they will create their own Is It Alive picture by cutting things that are alive and not alive out of magazines. So yeah, that is chapter 11 in the Picture Perfect Science lessons K through 5. Thank you.